Hello, beautiful people. Hey, everyone. Today's video is going to be extra nice. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you tips to help succeed in university. Tips that will help you succeed in university. Okay, so if you are a new student in university, you just got in, or you have been in university for a while, definitely pay attention, get your notes out because it's about to get good. I'm about to share with you some of the tips that I used to basically succeed in university. My name is Amarachi Ubiajulu, and on this channel, I create content on all things beauty, fashion, and self-development. And if that's your vibe, you should definitely stay tuned. As you can see, I have my robe on, so I'm going to be extra comfortable. I even have my tea because we'll be spilling a lot today. I'm a recent graduate and I graduated last month with honors, so you should definitely listen to some of my tips as they will be of help to you. Tip number one is know why you're here. A lot of people go into university and they do not know why they are there. They don't know what they plan to achieve. They don't know, and they don't have goals. When you are entering or stepping into university, whether as a um, freshman or as a new student in your 100 level or whatever, know the reason why you are there. Have goals. What do you plan to achieve? What do you plan to get out of your experience? Some people are not in university because they want to graduate with honors. Some because they want to just have that university experience. Some because they want to be able to network. Have goals. Everybody is in university for different reasons. But you don't just be there because you have to or because you want to. Actually have goals, even if it's one or five. Have goals that you have set to achieve while in university. Know why you are there. If you are going to spend the next 4, 5, 6 years there, you should definitely have planned what you want to achieve. You should definitely have goals that you plan to achieve while there. Know why you are there. Don't just step into university because every other person is doing it. Know what you want out of the 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 years of your life being there. Know why you are there. Set goals and set structures in place to achieve those goals. Tip number two, work hard and work smart. Work hard and work smart. I recommend study techniques, scheduling, knowing the best times you study, the times to do things and time not to do things, how long you want to study, get good studying techniques that work for you. Is it the Feynman method? There are so many of them out there. Work hard and work smart. When you work smart, you achieve more in less time. But it's also very important for you to work hard because you need to take the time to get what you want done. So in as much as you're going to be working hard, work smart. And as you're working smart, also work hard. I personally believe that you cannot do one without the other. Hard work is very important and so is smart work. So don't forget that. Tip number three, take care of your mental and physical health. Take care of your physical health and your mental health. You can do this by exercising or taking walks, whether it's in the morning or evening. Personally, I love to take walks in the evening. I didn't do this every day, but I definitely took walks. Even to class, like obviously had to walk to class and to hostel and wherever. So a lot of times on my fitness app, I usually close my move ring. So that is part of exercise. So take walks daily. We can also go to the gym if you're a gym person. Regular workout is also important. Stretches, just make sure that you are taking care of your body. Because if you are not healthy, it will be very hard for you to excel in university or in life at all. You need your health. And taking care of your physical health is not just exercise or doesn't just encompass exercise. Also, what you eat is very important. So eating healthy is also there. Cutting out lots of junk foods that basically maybe give you the sudden insulin spike and then it goes down, or foods that are genuinely not good for you. They foods that are not good for you, that don't nourish your body, those are the foods that you should avoid or you should consume the least. Eat fruits, eat vegetables, eat whole foods, foods that will nourish your body. Like I said, your health is very, 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 very important. For you to be able to achieve a lot, you need to have good health. So part of it is, even as you are praying for God to give you good health, for God to protect you, also be doing the work of eating well, also be doing the work of moving your body, also be doing the work of prioritizing your health. If you feel a certain type of way, do not hesitate. Don't wait for it to get worse before you go to the hospital. That is something that I learned the hard way. Because I'm very fond of just it will go, it will go, it will go. I'll say it will go, it gets worse. I'll say it will go, it gets worse. Okay. So do not hesitate. Don't wait for it to get worse before you go to get it checked by professional medical personnel. So for me in university, mostly from my 200, 300 level, the moment I notice that I'm coming down with a cold or I'm feeling pain somewhere, I go and get it checked just to make sure that it's not something that I should be bothered about and it doesn't become worse over time. So take care of your physical health and your mental health as well. If you watched my or if you watched my first video, you will know that being healthy doesn't just encompass your physical health, your mental health is also there. So if you are healthy physically but you're not healthy mentally, you are not fully healthy. Learn to take breaks, learn to offload, to detox, to rest. Do whatever makes you relax. After you've had a long day, just unwind, take care of your health. If you are feeling stressed, the things that you do to help you to de-stress, you do it. Talk to friends. If you have access to therapists, do so as well. Speak to God, most importantly. Just make sure that you're not carrying a lot of emotional baggage and thinking that it will just go away on its own. Take care of your mental health. Make sure that your mind is always in the right place. See, this is very important because being in university, your mental health will be tried. Your mental health will be tried, and it is your responsibility to ensure that at all times or at most times you are in the right space mentally. So be in the right space mentally, whether it's by exercising, taking walks, reading a book, doing what helps you to de-stress, being aware of the factors that trigger certain stress or certain emotional responses that are not very healthy. Being aware, awareness is very important because once you're aware of the problem, it's easier to treat it. So take care of your mental health as much as you take care of your physical health. You need the both. You need the both. Trust me, in my 200 level, I experienced severe anxiety and it affected every other area of my life. My spiritual life, it affected my academic life. My grades were slipping as my mental health was slipping. Where were we? Tip number 4, be active. Be active. And what I mean by this is be a member of clubs, of associations, relevant clubs and associations. Be active in school, be active in extracurricular activities and work, hold a political position if you can, attend relevant conferences, events, join clubs. This is something that I personally did not do till the latter years of my university. I became active in my church unit in my 300 level. I wanted to join the club, but I was about to graduate. Like when I was thinking about, I should have joined the club. I should have actually been more active, going for events and relevant conferences. I think it's only once or twice. Even my sorry, even my departmental events, I didn't go all the time. So it's just like be active in school. Be active in school, be active in extracurricular activities. In as much as your academic life is important, being active in extracurricular activities is also very important. So join a club, attend events, conferences, if there's anyone that is relevant to the trajectory of your life or what you want to achieve. So let's say they are hosting a conference on mental health, how to improve your mental health. You should be there. hosting a conference on life after university, how to prep you for that, you should be there. Career choices, how to navigate that, you should be there. You should be a member, you should be an active member of relevant societies, clubs, attending events, just to improve yourself and your overall university experience. This is something that I did not do as much, and the few times that I did it, I was actually really happy, and I wish that in previous times where they hosted some more events like that, I was a member or a part of it. So be active in university. Extracurricular activities is very, very important. It's very good for you as well. You get to meet people, you get to learn more about your environment, society, that field of study, or maybe even get tips on how to improve your life after university. Lots of career talks and all of that. So be active, attend relevant events. Like I said, relevant. It's not every activity in university that are relevant. Because personally, I believe that you should not be everywhere. You shouldn't be found everywhere. But be active and present in relevant events, conferences, associations. If you can hold up a political position, you can also do or run for an office if you like. I personally did for financial secretary in my department, and it really helps me. I learned a lot about leadership. I learned a lot about service, about being in a management committee. So that would help you as well. So be active in relevant associations, be active. Just take up posts, even if it's challenging. Just do something that will challenge you, but at the same time will produce good results at the end. Tip number five. Tip number five. But before we go in, some tea. Network. Network. A lot of people are in universities for this primary reason. This is the primary reason why they are in university, to network. Networking is so important in university. When I mean network, I don't mean social climbing. I mean networking. Networking. And I know that the concept of networking that has been pushed and promoted recently or over the past few years has encouraged a lot of relationships for selfish reasons. You speak to people in high positions of relevance to the trajectory of your life so that they'll be able to help you to push you forward and whatnot, whatnot. And I personally feel like that kind of networking or that concept of networking is not really what networking is about. That's social climbing. It's just encouraging you to speak to people so that you can get something from them. Do you understand? And what networking really is, and this is something that I learned from Aisha Abakari when she was delivering a TED talk at Nile University, is that networking is really about forming genuine relationships. That's what networking is about, forming relationships with people. And as a human being, or as we humans, this is so basic. And if you do this, know that you're networking, because in this life, you can't do it alone. You cannot do life on your own. And don't ever feel like you have everything under control so much that you can't ask for help, or you don't need to ask for help. You need help in this life, granted. But make sure that you are forming relationships with people. And if you're an introvert like myself, it can be very hard to do that sometimes, to just go out there and just speak to people randomly just so they can get to know them and things like that. It can be daunting. But let me share this tip with you that I also learned from a TED talk that I was listening to. I can't remember where it was. I can't remember where exactly I got a TED talk from, but basically the speaker said for introverts who find it daunting to network, you can meet people through the people that you already know, which is so real because if I think about it, a bulk of the people that I know in university were from my roommates, my roommate's friend, a mutual friend that I and my roommate share, and or I and this friend share. A lot of my friends or friends outside my roommates that I made and my classmates were really mutual friends through these people. So I have a lot of friends through my roommates, my roommate's friend, my lecturer's friend, this one friend, that one friend, you get. So if you're an introvert, that is one tip that I can give you to be able to, in university, to be able to network. So it's easier to meet people through people that you already know. So it's usually easier that way, but I'll genuinely encourage you to network, form relationships with people. It can be useful for you in the future. You can also be of benefit to them in the future, because I believe that networking requires value on both sides. Not just what you get from the person, but also what you can give. Because if there's one thing that I know from a lot of people in high positions and authorities. The friends that they keep are also people that are of value to them, not just people that leech off of them. So if you are looking to um, talk to someone for the purpose of them doing something for you or being of value to you, I hope that you can also be of value to them. Yeah, I hope they can also be of value to them, because they can keep you in their circle longer if you are also valuable. So networking shouldn't only be about you. What can I get? What can they do for me? What would this? How would they help me? What can you do for them? What value can you bring to them as well? In as much as you would love to receive value from them, can you also be of value to them? That is very important in networking. Not just what you can get, but what you can give. Tip number 6, surround yourself with the right people, people who are like-minded. You see this tip, this particular tip will help you a lot. Will help you a lot when you move with people who are like-minded. When you move with people that share the same goals, aims, or similar goals and aims with you, it will be a lot easier for you to go further and achieve a lot of things in university. Being surrounded by the right people is very, 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 very important. People who can hold you accountable for your goals, people who can help you to motivate, people who can help you, who can motivate you to do the things that you're supposed to do the things that are relevant to your goals and your aims is very, very important. Be surrounded by and with the right network of people. I am telling you, this will help you a lot. There are times when you don't feel like doing certain things, maybe you don't feel like going out for a relevant event or conference. But when you have a friend who is like-minded and who also wants to be a part of that to improve themselves, they will encourage you to go. There's sometimes when you don't feel like reading. When your friend calls you, how far are you reading? Have you already read? Have you reached this topic? You just want to read. Be around people who are relevant to the kind of things that you plan to achieve. Be surrounded by like-minded people. When the bulk or the majority of your friends are people who don't share similar goals, similar values to you, it can really stunt your growth, both in university and in life in general. When you're not surrounded by people who have the same vision or similar vision to you, it can stunt your growth. So be surrounded by people who are like-minded, people who understand the goal, who understand your vision, and whose vision you also understand, so that in as much as they are motivating you, they're encouraging you to do better, you can also be that friend to them, you know. So surround yourself with the right network of people. I'm telling you, this is very, very important. People who will encourage you to press harder, people who encourage you to study, who will encourage you to put yourself out there, who will encourage you to network, who will encourage you to just do the right thing and things that are relevant to the goals or achievements you have. And I'm very particular on this because, like I said in the beginning of this video, people come to university for different reasons. People have different goals that they tend to achieve. So make sure that the people in your circle have similar goals to the ones that you have, or you guys are like-minded in what you plan to achieve and how you plan to achieve those things. So yeah, surround yourself with the right network of people. We are almost done. We're almost done. Tip number 7, respect yourself and respect the rules. This is something that personally I do a lot in university. This is something that I did not play with, respecting myself and the rules, because the kind of person I am, I don't know how to beg. Sir, please, I don't know how to do it. I don't like to beg. So situations that will put me in the position to beg, I avoid it. I avoid it. I will respect myself. If I'm coming to an institution and they have rules of engagement, do not do this, I will not do it. Because like I said, I do not like to beg. I do not like to beg. I do not like to beg. Like in secondary school, this is a mistake that I made. A lot of times I did not respect myself and I didn't respect the rules, which made me to be in the position of begging. And that's something that I hate so much. If they say don't do this, fine, fine. Since I decided to be a student of your school, I will respect your rules to the best of my abilities. Because like I said, I do not like to beg. So anything that will put me in the position of ma, please, sir, please, I avoid it so much. So I obey the rules, I respect myself as well. Okay. So I just got a notification that my storage is full, so I'll just wrap up right now. My last point is hold on to God. In every single thing that you do, hold on to God. Make sure that at every point in time, in every single situation, both good and bad, you are calling on to God, you are asking Him for His help, you are committing your life, your journey to the hands of the Lord. Hold on to God, I'm telling you, and let Him write your story. The plans that you have for yourself are good, but He has better plans for you. So surrender to that and be amongst people who are also God fearing. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you learned a thing or two. I hope that you really enjoyed it, and if you did, let me know in the comment section below.